Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a Kanban demo in the open source software AgileTIA. So Kanban can be implemented as a Kanban system. So we will start with a personal Kanban. So say for Agile or Agile at scale, uses a Kanban system usually. Kanban system is nothing but an understanding of the flow where visualization of the workflow as well as limiting the work in progress as well as we actually manage the flow. Apart from setting up the feedback loops, implementing policies, and also implementing or evolving experimenting. Okay, so there are many other practices in Kanban, but fundamentally, first of all, before even going into a scaled agile or agile at scale or like using any lean thinking framework, we personally can also adopt Kanban. So there is an opportunity to use personal Kanban. Personal Kanban board, you can use it by physical board or you can use a digital board. Okay, so you can use a software platform to create a Kanban board. I'm using a AgileTIA platform, which is an open source software. I'm creating a Kanban board. So in the Kanban board, say first of all, I'm creating a my learning platform, okay, or board, okay, for for my progress, okay. So in this, I'm going to add my tasks of my learning. Okay, so this is a board, right? So the board will not contain any task right now. So you need to configure the board. So other than this, you can see view, edit, delete, all those things, and then view board. Okay, if you view the board right now, there is no task. Because first you can configure the board if you need to configure. So fundamentally, this board configuration will contain, columns and whip limits, card, and board display. Okay, for now, we'll focus on the columns or states and whip limits. So by default, this software creates these columns or states. Okay, so backlog, to do, in progress, review, and done. And these are the whip limits. And if you see the additional parameters, so there is no whip limit for backlog and there is no whip limit for done column, which you can set by editing these columns. Okay, if you want to change the name, you can change it. You can add more columns, you can add it. You can delete columns, you can delete. Okay, so this is the basic setup. Now we'll go back to the board and view the board now. Okay, once you view the board, there is no cards, right? So you can add your own learning in Udemy. Okay, there's something like this. Learning in LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm going to make this as a medium priority. Okay, so once you make this different priority, this P3, P4 will appear in different contexts. So learning in LinkedIn is in yellow color because of the different priority. Okay, so now I can move this, and also I can see that there is a whip limit set for the to-do column. So if we add more cards to this, it will actually alert. Okay, so that means it is over the whip limit. A typical Kanban system will honor this whip limit. So we either will put it back or any one of the cards, and we start proceeding and focusing in those direction where we need to focus. Okay, so we will move this, and we can see the CFD also. CFD is nothing but the current state of the state. Okay, how many cards are there in each column? Okay, and over a period of time. Okay, so let's say we have these cards and we move these cards, and the CFD will also be tracking those changes. This is one of the ways you can actually visualize a workflow, apply work in progress limits, and manage the flow. These are the fundamental practice of Kanban. And we can see other things like policies, implementing feedback loops, and experimenting with these Kanban board in the next step. Thanks.